Hello, everyone. Coming in from the playback? Is that what I'm trying to say? Hello. Sorry, I was chatting with Lexi and Amy. So I've made my way over. Let me change my banner color here. What am I feeling? I'm feeling this color, blue. How is everybody doing tonight? I'm gonna make sure that everything's running. Here we go. I am reading The Cotton Candy Massacre. I was working on some scheduling stuff in the last couple sprints on Lexi's channel. So I am actually, it was just the last sprint, but I'm finally going to read again this sprint. So I'm excited. I'm listening to the audiobook and I'm on page 165. And hopefully I'll be able to make a lot of progress tonight in reading this because I am doing it for a collab video with my friend Erin, and I'm putting out that video. I'm timing it with her. We're both putting it out on Saturday, so it's going to be a vlog. And so I still need to read one more book after this for that video. So I really need to make a lot of progress on this. But let me know what you're reading tonight. Hello, everyone. Hello. Let me know what team you're on and escape the readathon. I'm so close to being done with my book. Ooh, exciting. What book are you reading? Almost finished Ashes and the Star-Cursed King, reading with eyeballs as no audiobook. It's been an adventure. Yeah, I am so bad, especially recently, at reading with my eyes. Audio is what I have to do. 624 page adventure. Nice. That is a big one. Reading Fairy Tale and the Writing Retreat on Kindle. Physically, with how things have been going, probably will have the writing retreat finished. Nice. It's been very, very good. I'm impressed with Carissa Broadbent. She is good. Also, I realized my little avocado squishmallow is peeping out from the side. Hi, reading A Dowry of Blood. Ooh, I enjoyed that one. Since it's my current ebook, it was hard to quit audio for the day, though. Night Bitch is wild. I will say that A Dowry of Blood has a really, really good audiobook. Doubling Up, nice. Is the writing retreat a thriller? Yes, it is a thriller. A lot of people really, really like it. It wasn't really for me, but I feel like I'm kind of in the minority with being a little disappointed by it. It had an amazing concept, but just where the story went didn't really work for me. Sprints, yes. I just looked that book up. Looks like a lot of people enjoy it. Woo, keep the party going. Hello. Yay. My cat just sneezed directly in my face. Oh my God. That's funny. Yes, it's a thriller, a very twisty one. Cat giving you some extra luck for the sprints. Feels why we queued outside a club waiting to get in. Oh, that's what it feels like. That's funny. Take your time. Thank you. I will be continuing Fourth Wing. I'm 3 chapters in and I'm really liking it. It's definitely starting off strong. That book is so freaking pretty. It's beautiful. And I was talking about it in the last sprints, but I don't read fantasy, but I really wanted to buy it just because it's so gorgeous, but I didn't buy it. However, maybe I will. Plot twist. We'll see what happens. 191 pages into Whisper Down the Lane. This book is reading so fast. Nice. I'm 162 pages into With the Kiss. That's what I'll keep reading. Hello. I'm aiming to go to bed soon, so I'm not really planning on finishing it tonight, but I want to get as far as I can. Hello. Welcome. Hi, love some late night sprints. It's 8 p.m. over here in California, and I get most of my reading done in the evenings. Nice. Well, thanks for being here. I'll be continuing on In Upright Women Wanted. Nice. I will hopefully be finishing up Heir to the Empire. Hi. I missed most of the last sprints, so thanks for doing this one. Go Team Ghost Tour. I'm glad to be doing it. Hey, Go Team Ghost Tour. Hey, I kind of disappeared on Lexi Sprints. I was watching a show with my husband. He has to go to work now, so I will finally be reading for the night. Nice. Well, welcome. Just join and choose the vacationers. I'm finishing up Hotel Portofino for teen vacationers, reading All In. Nice. Right now, I'm watching Books and Lala's new video, but I'll be continuing my book Waste of a Life for a little bit. Nice. I saw she just posted. I want to watch that video. Reading The Wedding Dress Sewing Circle by Jennifer Ryan. It's historical fiction. Reading The Writing Retreat and really don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, I it didn't work very well for me. I wanted it to be more. I don't wanna say this and, like, make people sad, but it just didn't feel, like, intense enough for me. It was very drama filled, but not in the kind of drama that I generally like, and I don't know if it was just the writing style or what, and they're also in an isolated setting, but it wasn't that focused on, in my opinion, and I feel like, I don't know, I wanted more from it, and it just didn't really go there. I did not like the writing retreat at all, 2-star for me. Yeah. I feel like I would probably rate it like 2.5 stars. Was gonna share earlier, but I forgot, so I'll show here. One team is getting pretty close to moving on to the next section. Ooh, that's exciting. Hey Sav, I'm reading The Echo Man by Sam Holland. Nice. I'm reading Defending Jacob before I watch the TV series. I've heard that one's really good. I'm going to read Ghost 19. Cool. I'm picking up my copy of Fourth Wing this weekend. I can't wait. Currently reading Gather, the Daughters of Jenny Melamed. Very cult Midsommar vibes. Ooh. About a society living in an isolated island. Ooh, I'm going to have to check this out. I love Midsommar. It's one of my favorite movies. The TV show is really good. I have 30 pages left in my book, and then we'll be starting Lost in the Moment and Found. I don't think it's working for me, too much drama, but I need it for a prompt, so I'm going to finish it almost 200 pages in, but I'm thinking 1.5 stars. Aw, that's a bummer. Me trying to figure out which team Lexi is talking about. Also, I'm reading Orphea. So far, I'm enjoying it. Nice. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Defending Jacob is on Apple TV, which reminds me, if you haven't checked out the show Servant on Apple TV, I would highly recommend it. I'm very convinced that if it was on like another platform that was more popular, like Netflix or even like HBO or something like that, like, it would be a really popular show, but I feel like since it's on Apple TV, like, not that many people talk about it, but it's super, super good. I think there's 4 seasons. I just finished the last season, but it's very fun. It's an M. Night Shyamalan directed TV show, and it's about this couple, and they are wealthy, and they hire this nanny to come in and take care of their baby, and I don't really wanna say, like, anything because literally I think it's, like, either halfway through or at the end of the first episode, there's, like, a plot twist that immediately happens, and I feel like you should just go in blind, and especially the first season is so, so, so good. I really loved it. It just has such a good atmosphere. It's really eerie, and the acting is really good. I would highly recommend it. Let me see. Well, I better finish reading my book and log it because I have a feeling it's the partiers. I'll be finishing my book for the partiers tonight too. Nice. All right. I am going to start the first sprint. Let me see. I need to get this set up. I'm thinking I'm going to do 45 minutes. And I will see you all soon. Hello, welcome.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I was just in my bed laying down and then you messaged me and I'm like, okay, yeah, I probably should. I'm gonna fall asleep.
I know, I was like, I see you in the chat, you might as well join.
You
You want to
know.
introduce yourself? Tell everybody what you do on YouTube?
Yes, yeah. My name is Lauren. I have a YouTube channel that is very similar to Sav's. I really love horror and I'm exploring other genres, but mostly that. And I just love using this as like a creative, fun outlet when I'm not working. So it's all about
Fun.
fun.
I love that. Make sure you subscribe to Lauren. I have all her information in my description. So yeah, thanks for joining tonight. And did you write what team you're on? Do you want to remind people?
Yes, I'm on the vacationers team.
Exciting. Also, what are you thinking of how do you pronounce this book name? I don't know. Is it Monstrio or
I've been saying Monstrilio in my head every time I read it, and my guess is that because there's no, double L, that it's just L, like the L sound.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my guess. I could be totally wrong.
Probably. Probably. Are you liking it?
Yeah, I mentioned, the last update in the other sprint, I was feeling like the pacing was getting really slow, and I think it reads more like lit fic than general horror, but you do see like little horror elements in it. So it's kind of it's
Mhm.
lighter, it's a little bit more character driven, but there is more plot. So there was that like slowness, but it's picking up now. Like there's action and things are hitting the fan. So yeah, I'm liking it more.
Good, good. My update on my book, if anybody's just now joining, I'm reading The Cotton Candy Massacre, and it's like it's a fun time, but I don't know what it is for me. I'm not liking it as much as I was hoping. Have you read this one?
Yes, yeah. I did that for like a little clown vlog last
Yeah.
November. And I remember also feeling like I don't know, for some reason, there's some books I read where I don't necessarily love them in the moment, but I'll love them more after. And that
Mhm.
was one of them where I felt like it took a really long time, like possibly over 100 pages to
Yeah.
get to the actual action.
Yeah. I am like
Yeah, where are you? At what
I'm
point?
like 188. So like I like the action scenes. I don't
Okay.
know what it is. I think it might be the writing style or something. There was some gore though that I was like, "Ooh, that's good." Like it made me cringe. I don't know. I liked that. That was fun and I really loved the amusement park. I think the problem is I just feel like I don't know the characters at all, so I like don't really care if they die or not. And
Really? With all that setup?
I that's it's weird, like, shouldn't I feel like I know the characters more, but for some reason, I just
Yeah.
don't connect to them very well. Does that I don't know if I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. But yeah, there is a
Mm.
lot of characters set up, but something
And there's a
about
lot of characters with like their different
yeah,
storylines.
maybe that's the issue. Maybe there's just too many characters
And
for
then
me,
not
like,
enough time with
realistic
each of them to get invested. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's probably the issue. I was impressed with Chris Evans' performance in defending Jacob. Nice. I've never seen it, but I've heard good things. Thanks for hosting more sprints. I ended up just cleaning bathrooms for the previous sprints, ready to read. Nice. Hello, going to use the sprint to study. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, working on Crescent City right now, almost halfway done. Cool. It's time for bed. I read 6 chapters of my book. Good night. Have a good night. Hello, I might fall asleep soon, but I'm currently listening to cover story and enjoying it. Nice. I just got home from a company dinner. Got to finish all of the Atlas 6 before my library hold is taken away. Oh my gosh, that's stressful. Whenever I'm like, oh no, it's like one day and I haven't started the book, I'm like, I can't.
I know there's like somebody else waiting in line for the same one.
Yeah, I'm just always nervous that I won't like finish it in time and then I'm gonna get invested and have to stop. And I'm like, it's not worth it usually. Finished and submitted a book for prompt two. Nice. 80% into the writing retreat. It's very similar to a Junji Ito story. Wait, Junji Ito short story about a writer with quirks in a way. Which story is that? Have you read a lot of Junji Ito?
I read Fragments of Horror, which is a short story, like it's super tiny. And then I read Uzumaki and Gyo, I think it's how you say it. And I liked
Oh,
Uzumaki the best, Fragments of
mhm.
Horror, and then Gyo.
Yeah, I love uzumaki. It's so good. It's so scary. I never thought I would be scared of spirals. Like, who would
It's
have?
gross. So
It
gross.
is. It is. Yeah. I've read a few. I can't remember all of the titles from Junji Ito I've read. Venus in the Blind Spot, Gyo, if that's how you pronounce it. I always pronounce it wrong. I think I
I
that's
have no
not right.
clue.
That's how I say it. Um, I feel like I've Venus in the Blind Spot. Did I say that?
I've never heard of that one.
It's a newer one, I think. Some of the collections I've read actually have like overlapping stories, which is
Mhm.
interesting. But I want to read more. I need to put more on hold at my library. My library is actually really great about having manga, which is I feel very lucky.
Mhm.
Hello, I am new here. Hi, welcome. I'm currently reading The Housemaid. What are you thinking of it? 50 more pages over the 200 pages in. Nice. Read 42 pages. This book is pacing up my reading. Nice. Also, oh my gosh, it's that late. Read 28 pages and watched Kayla's video. She added so many books to my TBR. Nice. I'm on page 90 of Boy Parts. I'm enjoying it so far, but interested to see where it's building to. I got to page 101 of The Wedding Dress. Just got here. Hi. I'm tired and need to read a bit today. I'm working on Penance. Ooh, is that by Kane Minato? I read that one. I didn't like it as much as Confessions, but I hope you like it.
Okay, I know the author you're talking about, yeah.
Have you read Confessions?
No, because it's set at a school, right?
Yeah. Are you
I
too nervous?
tend to I tend to not like the settings of because I work at a school, so I
Yeah.
don't try to escape that. But I hear it's
Yeah,
really
that makes
good.
sense. I could definitely see that. I think trying to think if there's that many like classroom scenes. Like, yes, it is involved. But yeah, you probably want to. I don't know. I just think it's such a phenomenal book. It just like shook me to my core so much. I love that book so
Because
much.
it's not, like, about the experiences of, like, teaching, right? Like, it's bigger and more than that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely it's do you know the synopsis kind
I
of?
think it's just that, the teacher suspects that somebody is, done something wrong, and it's, like, somebody in that classroom.
Yeah, it's like the teacher's there and she's like meeting with her class. I think they're 8th graders or something like
Oh,
around middle
wow,
school.
younger than I thought.
Yeah, and she was like, "This is, I it's been a while." Sometimes I'm bad at explaining. I'm like, "How do I explain this without giving anything away?" Basically, she's like, "Somebody in this room is responsible for the death of my daughter." And they're like, "Oh." And so it's like this long, like, monologue of her, like, talking to her class, and then it switches and it's told in a really interesting way where it's, like, very long chapters, but each chapter you get a different person's perspective, and when you think you know what's
Mhm.
going on, it's like you'll learn something and it'll totally change your whole understanding of the situation, and it's so good. I loved it. But it's not for everybody. Like, some
Mhm.
people, that bothers them where it's like you switch between the perspectives. I thought it was brilliant though. I loved it.
I might give it a shot then.
I feel like you should give it a shot, especially if you
Mhm.
like disturbing, like,
Oh, it gets pretty weird?
I mean, just like psychologically disturbing, I would
Ooh,
say,
okay.
in my opinion. It has been, I feel like my tolerance for that stuff has gone like way up though, because I did read this like 2 years ago. And so ever since then, I've read more stuff. So I think it's disturbing. Night Bitch lured me in, so I picked up a cross stitch project to work on and kept listening. Nice, 68%. I really like it and can't put it down. Nice. Which one was this about? Oh, The Housemaid. Cool. Have you read that one?
I haven't. I have not, but I've heard, people find it boring, and I've heard people, like, rave about it.
I know. I'm like, I don't know where I'll fall. I'm kind of nervous. Didn't read during that sprint. Finished an episode of a show and about to hop into bed to read before I go to sleep. Nice. I also think I like Confessions more. Yeah, I really liked how Penance started, and then it just didn't like the stakes didn't feel as high for me, so I was less invested. Confession starts in a class, but most of it is going through the lives. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
the Junji Ito manga is in Fragments of Terror. It's called I'm not Magami Nan. Oh God, I don't know, which I found similar to the writing retreat. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up. Um, that's cool. I don't think I would have made that connection between Junji Ito and the writing retreat. That's cool. Any more sprints? No, this is our first sprint, so I'm not sure how long you can stay, but I'm definitely gonna do probably like 2 more. I want to start a new manga so I don't finish Blood on the Tracks too quickly. I love Blood on the Tracks. It's so good.
Mm.
I'm thinking Parasite. Ooh, I haven't heard of that one. What is it about?
There's like one Junji Ito story in Gyo, or you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. There's one.
It's GYO, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a short story in that one that I actually liked better than the actual story, and it was the one with like the cracks in the wall.
Oh, did I read that? Did I
It was
read the
like,
bonus story? Was it like at the end?
yeah, it was at the end. Do you remember
I
that?
I don't remember. It's been so long. I usually read the bonus stories at the end, but I don't
Mhm.
remember. I I can't remember it. Shoot.
I
Some of the
wish that was the premise of like the actual story, because I found that
yeah,
to be more fascinating than the bigger one.
I should now I'm like, you'll have to type in private chat like what it was to remind me because I'm like, ooh, I want to know. What is the one? I love the one. Oh, it's in the dissolving classroom. Have you seen that cover?
Mm-mm.
It's so creepy and gross. I
The
love
cover of it?
yeah, I like it. I just like you. I think it's just called the dissolving classroom.
Oh, yes.
It's gross. There's like this like I don't want to spoil it for people, but there's like this little girl who like licks people. Gross. Junji Ito's so good at like making everything so disgusting and disturbing. Uh
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, there's like a classroom full of people who look like they're melting.
yeah. Yeah, that one's really gross and good. I love it.
Sounds
And
great and gross.
I know. I'm trying to think of like other ones. Oh, there was one that was super creepy. I don't know what it was in, but it was like people were walking into this like boulder. Like they would see a shape of their body.
That's what
And
I was talking about. It's that one.
it's that one?
Yes,
That
yes.
one was so creepy. It's oh,
Yes.
that was so
I
creepy.
wanted
Okay.
more. I wanted like a full-length 600-page manga on that.
Yeah. And they were like obsessed. They're like, I have to go.
Yes.
Oh, because it's like so claustrophobic and stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Ugh.
I
Yeah.
get claustrophobic.
Yeah. I have seen the Parasite anime, but not read the manga. I actually have never seen anime. I feel like
Neither have I.
you haven't either.
Mm-mm.
I've read manga, but I haven't seen anime. Dissolving Classroom is really great. It's worth it. Yeah, I would recommend Dissolving Classroom, and it's also pretty short because some of his collections are really long, but it's pretty short. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's on the shorter side.
Yeah, I feel like his stuff ranges a lot, the size of the
Yeah.
pages.
Yeah, I'm gonna during this next sprint, I'm gonna go back and see everything I've read by Junji Ito. I'll probably put it in the chat. You all can give me recommendations on what to read next because I do want to read more for this readathon, and manga is a really good way to like feel really productive. So
Yes, that and
yes,
novellas.
and I haven't done. Yeah, I know I haven't done any novellas yet either. I have
I
like
haven't either.
a few books that I have to get done by Saturday for this collab video, and then I'll probably be able to like novella it up and like read a ton of
What's
manga.
the other one that you have for this video? I forgot which one. Is it the Delicious Death one?
Yes, it is.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
That's
and
like a
I'm kind of
cannibal thing.
yeah, only I'm kind of nervous because it's YA. So I'm like, is it gonna be I really loved the other book by the author, My Dearest Darkest. I love that one. But and that was this author's debut, and it's like a dark academic sapphic horror.
Mhm.
This one I'm a little bit nervous by because someone told me like the romance in it is kind of like not it's very like juvenile, and I felt like I really
Mm.
actually liked the romance in My Dearest Darkest. Like that was an element I liked, which is funny because I usually don't particularly like romance in my books. So I'm a little nervous about that, and also I'm just like, how far is it going to go? Because it's YA, you know. So
Yes, yeah, I've never seen a cannibal story that's YA, so I'm curious. My library has it, so I'm like, "Okay, when do I'm thinking maybe summer because it was kinda giving me summery
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah, because 'cause they're at, like, a music festival. That's
Mhm.
perfect. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm gonna start the next sprint. Let me see. Is 45 minutes still good?
Mhm.
Awesome,
Yep,
I'll see
yep.
you all soon. I may actually turn my camera off this time and work on my puzzle, so I am here. But the camera will be off.
Have fun.
Thanks. Hello, welcome back, everyone. How is reading or whatever you all were doing? How was were you reading?
Yes, my book. I also had dinner too. But this book is like stressing me out. We have like different point of views. We have the mother, the father, the best friend, and the child. And I'm at the very end, the last one, and it's like so stressful because it's like
Really?
that there's a bad thing that's gonna happen, but like will it? Like it's just the dance. Yeah, so I'm like stressed out.
Ooh, that's fun though. Or maybe it's
It
not
is
a good
fun.
stressed out.
Wait, I just have so much empathy for the creature of this story, and you
Mm,
just want them to be okay, but I don't think it's gonna be
interesting.
okay.
Interesting. How much do you have left?
Oh my gosh, I read like 40 pages. It's
Oh,
because there's a lot of dialogue, or like it's the perspective of the little boy is like really fragmented. So
yeah.
it's like 326 total, and I'm on page 280.
Nice. Are you listening to it at the same time or are you just reading it?
No, I'm just reading it. It's like a super new release, or actually I don't really know how quickly they get audiobooks out, but
Yeah.
it's like really like easy to read.
Oh,
Just the way that it's written, it's really breezy.
that's nice. I was working on my puzzle, and it's a cat puzzle with books. And then
I
I
love
was
it.
reading some more. This is getting really intense. I'm liking it. So,
What page are you on?
I don't know. I think I'm around. Actually, I don't even know because I've been listening to it. Let
Are you
me
like
look.
halfway?
I'm more than halfway, I think. I'm in chapter 19, which is like 232-ish. Yeah, so I have this much left. So I'm over halfway. So
You're making
um
progress.
I am. I think I left off here. I'm not positive. My brain is kind of sleepy right now, so I think so. Tomi is classic Junji Ito. Nice. I think that's going to be it for me tonight. It's midnight here. I need to go to bed. Thanks for popping on. These are the Junji Itos I've read that I found. I realized I did like spaces between all of them in a list, and it just made it look like one super long sentence. So sorry, everyone. But yeah, these are the ones. Like I didn't remember the liminal zone at
That's
all.
the one with the young woman, and it's like just like her, and then it kind of
Yeah.
goes a little while. Yeah, I want to read that one. That one sounds cool.
Yeah, I didn't remember the name of it. Really good spread. Hello, all oh my gosh. Hello all. Oh my god, I've been sprinting so long today, my brain. 17% the obsession. Nice. Hi Roxy. Was having trouble with your internet. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad you're here. Hello, I'm not reading at the moment, spending some time with my boyfriend and our daughter. Oh, it's nice. I saw that you were still going and thought I'd say hi. Well, thanks for stopping in. Update 24% of the obsession. I think that's a YA. Is that a YA? I
Does
remember.
Nora Roberts do YA?
I don't know. I'm just saying things. Exercise and almost done with the writer's retreat. Nice. Didn't read, but talked my boyfriend's ear off about the readathon. I love that. Nearly finished with Night Bitch now, and also nearly finished with When in Doubt, Go to the Library. Cross stitch that I'm making as a gift for my local branch.
Oh,
That's
that's cute.
so nice of you. Oh my gosh. I wish I was crafty. I'm really not. Do you do crafts?
No, but I want to start doing like little hobbies in the night. I did get like this little, it's like so rinky-dink and probably not good, but there's like this Nightmare Before Christmas box
Uh-huh.
at Barnes and Noble. They have like a little cross stitch thing. So
Ooh.
I was going to give that a shot when I had some energy someday this summer.
Yeah. I feel
I've
like
never done it before.
I've never have I done it? I don't think I've ever really done cross stitch. I feel like I'd be better at that than like knitting or something. Like
Yeah.
it seems more attainable, but I could
Yeah. I
be
just
just
like poking stuff. I do like adult coloring books. That'll be an activity. Puzzles I really like.
yeah.
Board games, I guess, but that's not crafts. I don't know. I don't really like to bake or cook. So
I feel like I'm really bad at cooking. Like I'm not great at it. Baking, I have to eat gluten-free. Also, Felix, my rabbit, is like chewing on his little chew toy. If you're wondering what the crunching is. Um, I have to eat gluten-free, and so it's sometimes harder for baking, like to I mean, there are some really good recipes, but it just takes a little more effort than
yes.
like throwing and then like sometimes the texture of stuff is weird. It's just a little bit more difficult. Um, but with puzzles, like how big of puzzles do you do? Like how many pieces?
Probably, yeah, 300 was my last one, but it takes a lot of time, and you
Yes.
have to have like like a big nice space
Yes.
to do it all.
Yeah, I I was talking to somebody and I told them I was doing like a 500 piece and they're like, "Oh." And
I know.
they were like, "That's so small." And I was like, "It feels big to me."
I
Like
was thinking that was big. I thought that was a
I
lot.
think I mean, I'm not very good with, like, visual spatial stuff. When I was in school, I never was diagnosed with a learning disability, but I was always, like, on the, like, cusp of being, like, testing lower in certain things and testing higher. So it was, like, weird to navigate that because, like, my
Mhm,
visual spatial and certain other things were, like, lower than average, but then, like, certain
mhm.
things were above. So it's really weird. So I'm trying to get better at, like, my visual spatial, just, like, exercising that. So puzzles, I always avoided.
Totally help, yeah.
And then now that I listen to audiobooks, it's, like, really relaxing and fun. I mean, sometimes it can be frustrating. Sometimes I'm like, "Where does this piece go?" I'm, like, staring at it, but yeah. Are
Hiding
they
from
hard
you.
for you or are they easy?
Oh, no, it takes, like, a really long time, and another craft I do that I find a lot of joy is, like, bullet journaling, but I don't do,
Uh,
like, a year-long one. I just started one that's, like, just, like, however it is, it's gonna be, like, it's, like, a lifelong one, and I like the
ooh,
collaging. I've been collaging since I was younger, where I just, like, take random stuff, or,
yes.
like, quotes or newspaper clippings or whatever, and just, like, kinda put it all in there. That's fun.
Yeah, that's super cool. I used to do that when I was young with, like, American Girl doll magazines and stuff. I would,
Oh
like,
my
cut out
gosh, yes.
or I would cut out stuff from magazines and, like, write stories about, like I made,
Yeah.
like, the advertisements into, like, characters. I always loved doing that. I need to, like, try to go back and find some of that stuff because it's probably really cute and funny now.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of, like, The Sims. I need to play this
I've
Sims.
never played The Sims. I, like, feel like I'd like it, and I've just never done it.
Yes. Yes,
Have you
totally.
done
If you like stories, yeah, I remember having like binging it. I was like in middle school when I first played it when there was like The Sims 1 still out. And I would just be like waking up at like not waking up, but I'd be like up at like 6 in the morning
yeah.
after playing it all night. Like it's so it's so good. It's probably best I don't do it because I probably wouldn't have a job. I'd just be like an
Yeah.
addict.
That's how I feel about a lot of stuff. I'm like, I already spend so much time with, like, the stuff I do now.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm actually not on TikTok for that reason because 'cause I'm
Same,
like,
same. I don't have a TikTok.
I can't do it. I just would,
Mm-mm.
like, get addicted, and I just
Yeah.
it's
I
already
can't
bad.
even watch all my I can't even watch all my videos on YouTube, like, I can't watch I have my watch later list, it's, like, so long, so I couldn't do TikTok.
Yeah, same. Finished studying and read 40 pages. Ooh, nice. Read 24 pages. It's a romance mystery. Nice. I think I'm thinking of the right one, but I'm not sure. Beginner kits are great, and cross stitch is very easy to pick up as long as you're okay at counting. You start out thinking, of course you are, and then you realize I'm not good at math either. When I tested low on, it was like math was always a struggle. Math and science for me.
Same.
English was good. History was hard because it's a lot of memory, like remembering things, and also sometimes memory I don't know what it is. Like my memory's not great. I think
Mhm.
some of it too is because I have an autoimmune disease, which celiac disease, a lot of times people don't realize is actually like an autoimmune thing. And that comes with a lot of brain fog. So sometimes it's hard to
Mm.
differentiate between like, is it from that or is it from something else?
Mhm.
Let me see. Reading is great. I read 10% in The One Night by Emily Rath. Nice. I have 3 cats. I could never do a puzzle. Oh my god. That's so funny. Yeah, Felix cannot get up on the area. He does, so, like, I would show you, but my apartment's kind of a mess. It's like a coffee table, and sometimes it's like a small coffee table, and so it's a 500-piece puzzle. So like the pieces will fall, and my bunny will sometimes like try to eat them, and I'm like, don't do it. Like I can't imagine a cat like being able to like jump up. Like
It'll
that
be
would
like that one important puzzle piece that just mysteriously goes missing.
literally. I love puzzles and audiobooks. My max so far is 500. Yeah, I mean, it also depends on like the size of the pieces and the shapes of them, because sometimes they like purposefully make it hard. Like the one I have right now, there's some like weird pieces that are like, I don't know how to explain it. Some puzzles have like only 5 or 6 like variations kind of, and this one has like way
Mm.
more. It's like tilted weirdly, so it's harder. And it's smaller too. Currently reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Is that a good face? I'm assuming. The emoji. I do pen paling. It's now so creative, and I get to make friends. That's so cool. How do you do that? Like, are there places people sign up for it? Sounds interesting. Yes, The Sims is so addicting. I love The Sims so much. I wanted to build a haunted house for the readathon. Oh my gosh, that would have been so cute. You still have time? You
Oh
still have
yeah.
Oh, I love that so much. Yeah, I never really played like video games or like computer games so much growing up, and I feel like if I started them now, like we said before, I would just get nothing done.
Yeah, it's a total time suck. And the issue why I went off of playing it for so long is that like for the longest time you had to have CDs and you had to have like a PC typically
Uh-huh.
that, or I guess you could do like the whole, what's this called?
Um, like now or in the past?
There's
Like,
like this game console.
oh yeah. Like what I use, I don't know if you all can see. I use this to like turn on my TV because I always have
Yes.
things on my TV. Yep.
Yes, that. So you could play The Sims on that, but I don't really like that because I like the more control you have with like a little mouse with a
Mhm.
computer. So for the longest time, I couldn't play The Sims because you needed like a big ass like situation with like nice hard whatever CD-ROM. Like you just need something like with more memory, and I never had that, so I couldn't play
Yeah,
it forever. But now it doesn't really matter. There's like some cloud for it, and I learned
yeah.
that recently. I'm like, no, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
I know. I was trying to think back to when I was a kid, what I did do. I got like hand-me-down, like the terminology for it now, I'm like, what do I even call it? They were like CDs and you would put it into the PC. It was like an external thing, and they were like computer games, I guess. And I played this one like Barbie game I really liked. It was like you rode a horse, you were like Barbie, and it was like an island and you rode a horse, and I thought that was so fun. And then there was another one, it was like this underwater game. Oh, this is like taking me back. I don't remember what
Bro,
the
horse.
it was so cool because you like saw like the horse. It felt like you're riding a horse to me as a little child, because it would like show the like head of the
Mhm.
horse, and you would like ride around. It was so fun.
I remember those, like, the big plastic containers those would come in. I think I'd get those kinda games at, like, the library.
Oh
Just, like, big.
yeah. I would like play those computer games at the library. I would like sit there when I was supposed to be looking at books. I had like
Mhm.
the Boxcar Children. I was super into that. So I'd like look at that and like the little spinny thing at the library, and then I'd go sit down and play my computer game.
Rebel, yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Um, oh, is this the name of the game? Maybe. I really don't remember. It was like a hand-me-down, so I don't even think I necessarily like had the packaging. I should try to see if I can find those old games at my mom's house. I
Do
wonder
you
if
ever
she
play any games on your, like, phone as you, listen to, like, an audiobook or something? You ever do anything
like
like
right
that?
now.
And yeah.
I sometimes will play this like puzzle app, but that's like kind of it. I don't know.
Mm.
I I'm more into like doing things like physically in front of me instead of like on my phone while I'm listening, because I
Mhm.
get more distracted for some reason if it's on my phone. I think it's because I know like, oh, I can open like my messages or something. Whereas like if I
Mhm.
put my phone across the room and I'm just listening and doing something like physically, it's just more grounding. But what about you?
I was thinking that would be kind of helpful, something that's, like, mindless, but, like, requires something. So I'm kind of in the
Mhm.
market for a game that would work because I know, like, if I'm scrolling Instagram or trying to write something, I'm not listening to the audiobook. And typically, I'll be,
Right.
like, doing my job in my home is to do the more mindless chores where I can listen
Mhm.
to an audiobook or watch videos. So, like, laundry or the cleaning after the cooking. So that's typically when
Yeah.
I listen to, like, an audiobook.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
'Cause I need to
I
do
play
something.
yeah, I don't know how to say that. Do you know? Some? Some on my iPod a lot while listening to audiobook. I took a break after the sprint to bake some cookie dough, but penance is really slowing down. Yeah, it is, like, way slower than confessions in my opinion. That's the thing about it. Okay, I think I'm gonna start the next sprint. This will probably be the last sprint for the night since it's midnight here. But I'll still do 45 minutes. I think that is fine. Let me pull it up here, and I'll talk to you all later. Hello. My little timer always goes so long. I like it because it's peaceful, but it's like so long. How was your reading?
Good. I was able to finish it and log it in for the vacationers.
Ooh, what did you give it? Do you know what
Yes.
star rating?
I feel like I'd give it 5 stars. There was like a lull in there, but like then it all clicked and it was just like, it got me feeling. I thought it was really effective at making me feel like deep emotions of like sadness. And
Oh,
I think I kind of understood the larger, like, I feel like sometimes in horror, you use horror tropes or elements to demonstrate something more internal. And I feel like that's what this creature is like kind of supposed to represent. And I thought it was really beautiful and just amazing. And I like the cultural elements where you talk about like the transnational relationship of like Mexico and the United States. And it's just the family element too, how like grief is not so individual. It's like a community thing. And it goes far beyond just like the actual like parents who lost that child. And it's just, I loved it. I thought it was really good.
that's awesome. A 5-star read. That's awesome. I am like less than 70-ish pages from finishing
You're so
this.
close. You're so
I know.
close.
I'm like, should I? I'm so tired right now, but I'm so close.
Yeah.
Like, am I gonna stay up and finish it? I might, it kind of just
Yes.
depends if I can stay awake. But how was everybody else's last sprint? I also worked on my puzzle a little bit, but then I got too tired, so I just
That's when
sat.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Finished and submitted a book. Nice. Have a good night. I'm off to bed. Have a good night. Um, you're welcome. Thank you all for being here. Finished the writer's retreat, approximately 44% into fairy tale and less than 100 pages in lifelike. Thank you for the sprints. Of course. Seems like I don't know if I could focus on 3 books. Oftentimes
Yeah, I
I
was
will
thinking that's a
start multiple,
lot.
but it's like I started it's called How to Survive Your Murder, I think. And I really was liking it because it's a YA book and it has a ton of like references to horror movies. And I was like highlighting every single time like a horror movie came up. It was fun, but then I had to pause it because I had like other reading plans I have to get to. But that's the only other book I'm reading right now, I think. Wait, did I read this? I can't remember. Finish Night Bitch right on time. Nice. Did you like it? 59 pages, got 30 pages in your book. I read another 30 pages. Yes, I feel that. I'm tired too. I'm halfway through the book. Yay. Finished my book. Awesome. Read some more of The Wedding Dress. Cool. Well, thank you all so much for being here. Lauren's information is in the description box, so make sure you subscribe if you're not already. And I think I'm going to end the stream. Happy readathon.